This broadcast is a presentation of WCXO Sports. High school basketball's coming up on Max 96.7. This broadcast is a presentation of WCXO Sports. WCXO Sports is brought to you by the Benoff Insurance Agency in Breeze and Trenton, Breeze Dental Care, K&J Chevrolet, Reverman Chiropractic and Spinal Rehabilitation and Breeze Motor Sales, Southern Bus and Mobility, Kaskaskia College, the First National Bank of Carlisle, Reekman Brothers John Deere, Southern OBGYN Associates, St. Joseph Hospital Breeze, Med Plus Physical Medicine and Brett's Wildlife Lodge, Legacy Place, State Farm Insurance Agent Steve Klosterman and Hardy's locations in Breeze and Carlisle, Breeze Family Vision, Tempo Bank, Country Financial representatives Keith Wilkin and Teresa Richards, and Area CC Food Marts.
Plans for the 2017 growing season have begun, and in today's farm economy, production planning is an important step in managing financial risk. At Farm Credit Illinois, we know that risk management is more than understanding break-even production costs or yield and revenue expectations. It's providing the best risk management services to members through both prosperous and challenging times. I'm Kayla Knietman, Vice President of Risk Management at Farm Credit Illinois in Highland, serving Bond, Madison, Clinton, and Washington counties. As a member-driven financial cooperative, Farm Credit's staff has the expertise and industry knowledge farmers have come to rely on when choosing a crop insurance product. Our understanding of farming goes beyond products. It's forecasting and evaluating potential financial risk and recommending solutions to avoid or minimize negative effects on your farming business. Farm Credit Illinois is dedicated to helping farm families succeed today and tomorrow.
With Valentine's Day coming up, maybe you're planning to pop the question. With that in mind, I want you to know why so many engagements begin with a diamond from Becker Jewelers. Hi, this is A.G. Becker, and I believe it is because we make sure that each of our engagement rings is a perfect match for the man that gives it to the woman who will wear it forever. Sounds simple, but it takes a lot of experience and knowledge to get it right. At Becker's, we begin with 69 years of experience. And because we own our store, our overhead is lower than those big mall stores. We are able to offer a better ring, a bigger diamond for less. That takes care of the man who gives the ring. For her, there is no substitute for selection, and nobody, I mean nobody, has a bigger selection of rings, more than 600 in stock. That's backed by an equally impressive selection of diamonds in every shape and size. Becker's knowledge and experience will help you make sure that the ring you choose is perfect for both you and her. It's why so many engagements begin with a diamond from Becker Jewelers.
You're on Max 96.7.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Dairy King broadcast booth with locations in Breeze and Trenton. And also welcome again to the Spectrum Business pregame show. This is Rip Knopma along with Greg Meyer from Harris Gymnasium in Carlisle. The site for tonight's league contest between the homestanding Indians and the visiting Cougars of Central. How's it going tonight, Greg?
It's going good tonight, Rip. Should be a good basketball game tonight here. You know, both teams trending in the right direction as we get, closer to the postseason. Both teams have got a couple wins not under their belt entering the game. Cougars won 3 of 5. Carlisle's won 4 of 5, so, it should be a very interesting basketball game, third time meeting this year, so there's no secrets in this game at all. And Indians, the first time we've seen them against the Cougars, didn't shoot the ball particularly well on the road. The second time you and Mooseman seen them at the Modern Day Christmas Tournament, and it felt like Carlisle led most of that game until late in the second half, and then the Cougars ended up taking control of the basketball game in that game at the Modern Day Christmas Tournament.
Yeah, the Cougars won 64-48 over at BC, and then over at MD. It was a 59-49 win. But, yeah, we saw Carlisle play Friday night here against Payne as they dashed the Panthers. They had won 4 in a row until Saturday night. I didn't see that game, but they were a little sluggish over. Nashville, though, they've been playing exceptional basketball, and they dunked them by 17, 41-24. The Hornets are pretty hot. They won 8 or 9 in a row.
Yeah, the Hornets are good. I talked to assistant coach friend of mine, Cody Hills, before the JV game. I arrived a little early. Talked to him, and he said, Greg, not much you can really do when you're a coach, and you just can't put the ball in the basket. He goes, there's not a whole lot of coaching effort you can make You just got to hope that you get the rolls and not come out early in a game like tonight, knock a couple of shots out early to get that kind of that sick feeling out of your stomach from Saturday night, because only scoring 24 points, we know just as much as I do. You have to score more than 24 points. You want to win this basketball game tonight.
It's called basketball.
Yes.
Basketball for a reason, isn't it?
Exactly.
You still got to make shots. Yeah, Central's won their last 2 over Freeburg. And Highland, man, that was a wash over the Bulldogs, 46-29.
Yeah, it was a game where I was not present.
Goodness.
I was not present as well. I was covering junior high basketball Saturday afternoon. But from the people that I've talked to, they said they held LaPorta to under 5 points. Highland had 9 points at the half. They only had one or 2 points through the opening quarter of play. So defensively, I guess the intensity was there. Or, like we said, it's basketball, just maybe not making any shots. Cougars played really well on Saturday against the Bulldogs. I'm sure they said Jost was feeling it right out of the gate. You could tell that he was going to have a big night, and he ended up springing for a big night on Saturday, as well as scoring over 20 points again. And he's the key cog, as you and I both know. For the Cougars to go, he's going to have to put it in the basket tonight.
Yeah, he's averaging around 18 and a half a game. We have the coaches / scouts here from everywhere tonight, man.
Yep.
I see Coach Brady up there from Westland. That's Carlisle's opponent Friday night, and it's Mater Dei and Central Saturday night. And we have Mater Dei coaches on both sides of the gym.
Yep, all the scouting in the world needed for this week, man. This is a big week for us here. You know, all 4 of 5 of our games this week, 4 of the 5 are featuring county schools. So I kind of like to deem this week a little bit of rivalry week. You know, it's kind of got that feel to it. We don't get that say that very often at the high school level.
That.
But we get to use it a little bit this week. And I mean, we should have some high intensity basketball. You know, it's going to bring. I like this week a lot. It brings out the best in all of our teams, and you really get to see where the competition is going to be. Indians and Warriors are going to have their playoffs coming up in about 2 weeks or so, and then Central Mater Dei will have their playoffs come up in about 3 or 4 weeks. So, you know, it's going to be it's down the stretch basketball right now going into the postseason play.
Yeah, rivalry week. That's not just for college football, man.
Oh yeah,
we can use that as well. So, all right, let's take another pause and then we'll come on back. The Keys Brothers Auction and Realty starting lineups are due up next. We're at Harris Gymnasium, and this is high school basketball, Max 96.7.
Building relationships and buildings in the safest, most efficient, and budget-conscious way has been Putker Construction's mission for over 36 years. Located in Breeze, they have been providing construction management, design, build, and general contracting services on projects throughout Southern Illinois and the Midwest. They are a second-generation, family-owned, and veteran-owned business with a goal to exceed their clients' expectations in every way. For more information, call 526-7213 or go to PutkerConstruction.com.
Garages are great, and then something eventually goes wrong with your garage door. Don't just call anyone when you have a garage door problem. Call Fairman Garage Doors, providing trusted quality service for over 20 years. Locally owned and operated, Fairman Garage Doors can handle residential and commercial, and no job is too big or too small. Call 526-8548 for Fairman Garage Doors, an authorized Clopay dealer.
What is one of the first things people notice about you? You guessed it, it's your teeth. Let Dr. Trong, Dr. Erickson, or Dr. Hilsman at Breeze or Trenton Dental Group give you a smile you can be proud of. Since 1995, Breeze and Trenton Dental Group has served the community with a family-friendly setting. Breeze and Trenton Dental Group is also your Invisalign provider. They offer cosmetic treatments to improve your smile, as well as tooth implants. Schedule your appointment today in Breeze at 526-4233 or Trenton at 224-7129.
Prairie Farms Dairy helps build strong bodies and strong minds. Prairie Farms Dairy offers the finest dairy products like skim milk, slice and string cheese, sour cream, cottage cheese, flavored yogurts, light ice cream, and more. Take charge of your body and get your daily source of vitamins and minerals from the products you've come to love from Prairie Farms Dairy. You can always count on Prairie Farms Dairy, always fresh, always the best.
You love your home, but over time, you can get a little tired of it. It really doesn't take much, however, to freshen your home's look, especially when you get help from Home Fashions in Carlisle. Update floors with brand names like Shaw, Mohawk, Mannington, and Armstrong. Home Fashions also offers cabinets, countertops, Hunter Douglas window treatments, furniture, and more. Check out more at homefashions-inc.com, turning your space into elegance and grace. Home Fashions in Carlisle.
Start saving on your heating bills today with a 7 Series or 5 Series water furnace from Tunya Service Company. The 7 Series water furnace is the world's most efficient geothermal system. In addition to big savings on your heating costs, the 7 Series and the 5 Series water furnace carries a 10-year parts and labor warranty. For a free estimate and the world's most experienced geothermal team, call Tunya Service Company in Damiansville today, 248-5130.
It's Max 96.7.
Hello again, everybody. Rip along with Greg Maher from Harris Gymnasium. And we're inside the Dairy King broadcast booth with locations in Breeze and Trenton. Time now for the Keys Brothers Auction and Realty starting lineups as we have them. And we'll go first with the visiting Central Cougars of Coach Jeremy Schubert. They're 3-3 in the Cahokia and 10-10 overall. They line up this way in the backcourt. We have one guard, a 5'9 senior, Carson of Fairman. His running mate at 6'3, a junior, Simon Thomas. Up front in the pivot is Tyler Jost. He stands all of 6'9". He is a senior. And flanking him at the forward spots are Carson Wimpy, a 6'2 junior, along with a 6'3 junior, Max Campworth. So it is Fairman, Wimpy, Simon Thomas, Campworth, and Jost. And for the Carlisle Indians, of Coach Andy Palmer, who slide in at 1-5 in league play and 10 up and 15 down overall. They have a 3 guards set again this evening with Alex Hills in the backcourt, a senior at 5'10", alongside as a 5'9 junior, and Luke Boatwright, a 6'1 junior. Chase Taylor is his name. And up front, we have Tyler Seaver. He stands 6'3". He's a senior, and another upperclassman at 6'2" is Nick Becker. So it's Hills, Boatwright, Taylor, Seaver, and Nick Becker for the Carlisle Indians. Salem leads the conference, Greg, at 6-2. Columbia and Westland at 4-2, and the others playing for some pride and positioning right now. And of course, you want to win all the games. So this is another, big game, key battle for Central and Carlisle tonight.
Yes, key battle. Salem, talk of the conference in year one, as you mentioned, it was last Friday night. You mentioned that it's good for the Wildcats coming to our conference. It makes everybody better, playing a little bit of a bigger school. Salem, though, really impressive. They beat Westland. They sweep the Warriors in year one. The Warriors are a pretty salty club, as we both know. But, a little bit of pride played for it. I mean, like you said, this is a big game. This is a talking game between these two. And, it's going to be – it's hard for us to ever talk about post players anymore, but it's going to come down to two of them. Jost for Central, Seaver for the Indians. Both those guys are going to have big nights to keep their teams rolling here, going in and turning the corner into this weekend, as with a couple of big games coming up as well. Carlisle having Westland on Friday, Central having Mater Dei on Saturday. But to me, I mean, we don't talk about many post guys anymore. It's all usually about the guard play. And in this game tonight, we get the luxury of talking about two big men trying to score the basketball and lead their teams to a W tonight.
Yeah, and Seaver, we mentioned a little bit about Joe Seaver, right near 16 points a game now, and he leads them in that category and in rebounds with 8. But he's got some help on the boards. Nick Becker does a nice job at 4.5 per, and he's good with the dishing out the helpers too. But hopefully we'll have a quality game, get off to a good start, and be maybe even technical free. We even had one in the JV game.
Yes, we did. We had a technical.
Greg, who's involved in that one, by the way?
I don't know. Actually, it's kind of funny. My younger brother is involved in that technical
was he the
scuffle.
Instigator?
He might have been a little bit of the instigator.
We'll take a look at the replay review.
Yeah, he might have been a little bit of the instigator. He's a football. He's a football guy. He likes to mix it up a little bit. So it was kind of entertaining for me to see him go out there and, I guess, mix it up if you want to do it, if you want to so call it, But yeah, like I said tonight, it should be a good basketball game between these two. Mainly for both of them, it's going to be about getting off the good starts. We know both these teams are capable of putting the ball in the basket, and then we've seen them on the other side of things when they can't score it. So, both teams looking to get off to the right starts tonight. And, I mean, it's like I said, it's all going to start with how Jost plays for Central and how Seaver plays for the Indians, and then how well they get the teammates involved. We'll see what happens. I mean, it should be a quality basketball game, no doubt, tonight.
You always look bad when you don't shoot well. Incidentally, tomorrow now on Talking Sports between 6 and 7, we'll talk these over with Carlisle Lady Indians basketball coach Darren Smith. And then from Well, the leaders of the Cahokia Conference on the boys' side, Andy Fehrenbacher, the head coach of the Salem Wildcats. So check that out if you want to get the latest lowdown on the Wildcats. We're just a couple of plus minutes away from your hometown proud Carlisle IGA tip-off here between the Carlisle Indians and Central Cougars. We'll take another little recess, and then we'll return to Harris Gymnasium. This is high school basketball on Max 96.7.
Need insurance? Insurance you can really count on? If so, turn to Dan Imming at Imming Insurance Agency in Carlisle. Dan and his staff will provide you with the insurance coverage and service you deserve. Whether it's auto, home, life, health, or commercial, your choices aren't limited either. Imming Insurance Agency represents many outstanding companies, so get covered by the best. Call Imming Insurance Agency at 594-4536 or stop by 589 9th Street in Carlisle. Imming Insurance Agency, a proud supporter of Clinton County sports.
Working farms are busy all year long, so depend on Jansen Farm Equipment to keep your equipment running strong. With a parts store and service department, Jansen Farm Equipment has a team of professionals that you can count on. Jansen Farm Equipment carries AGCO, New Idea, Gleaner, White, and Massey Ferguson. Jansen Farm Equipment, 18222 State Route 127. Shop online at jansenfarm.com or call 594-2962. Preferred Flooring and Breeze provides free in-home estimates, design consultation, and competitive pricing for all types of flooring like hardwood, carpet, and laminate. Find quality flooring options for all designs and budgets at Preferred Flooring and Breeze. Stop by the showroom to see for yourself all the options. Just a couple doors down from the Turf on Old Highway 50. Call to set up an appointment at 526-9393 or preferredflooring.com.
Nordyke Funeral Home is thinking about your future and offers secure, pre-planned funeral arrangements, relieving the emotional burden for those you love, allowing you to express your own wishes, and assures peace of mind with financial concerns when your family needs it the most. Nordyke Funeral Home has 5 locations in Albers, Aveston, Breeze, New Baden, and now Carlisle. Visit NordikeFuneralHome.com or call 588-3533. Striving to earn your family's confidence and trust, Nordyke Funeral Home with 5 locations.
Hi, I'm Cheryl Smith, Administrator of Clinton Manor Living Center in New Baden.
And my name is Sarah Gershner, Director of Human Resources.
At Clinton Manor, we provide short and long-term nursing and therapy services in a comfortable, pleasant setting.
We are also committed to adding top talent to our caring and highly skilled nursing team.
For more information about our services or to apply, give us a call at 588-4924 or visit us at ClintonManorLivingCenter.com.
Enjoy all the food during the big game without the hassle with Antone's Concessions Catering and Bakery. Order big game favorites like wings, toasted ravioli, bacon-wrapped smokies, and more, including football fan-flavored popcorn with your favorite team colors. Place your orders by February 1st. Order a la carte or the party pickup platter that feeds 20. Call Antone's Concessions Catering and Bakery today, 830-8698.
Isaac Auto Body in Carlisle offers quality service for a variety of vehicle-related mishaps. Since 1970, Isaac Auto Body has been there when you need them most. From accident scene recovery to 24/7 towing, give them a call at 594-2435. Isaac Auto Body's skilled collision repair team and auto body painters can make any car look as good as the day it left the dealer's lot. Isaac Auto Body is committed to providing fast, quality service on your vehicle. Find them online at isaacautobody.com.
Seaver Brothers has what you're looking for. Take a spin with Seaver Brothers and drive home in your new or pre-owned Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, or Dodge truck today. Let Seaver Brothers give you the car buying experience that no other dealership can offer. Seaver Brothers stands behind their products and also has an outstanding service department with qualified technicians to keep your vehicles running strong. Stop by Seaver Brothers, 811 Washington Street in Carlisle, or call 594-2624 for your next Seaver Brothers sales associate.
Get it printed with Print Crazy. Printing everything you could possibly ever need. Print Crazy for brochures, business cards, and flyers to vehicle wraps for cars, trucks, and boats, and more, a lot more. Print Crazy for shirts and apparel, invitations, signs, doors and floors, and more. So much more. See for yourself at printcrazy.com. That's CRAZEE. Printcrazy.com. On Old Highway 50 in Breeze. Call 526-9260.
Even the best drivers have an occasional mishap, from fender benders to serious auto accidents. Beacon Insurance and your local agency, Benhoff Insurance in Breeze and Trenton, keep you protected with an auto insurance policy that covers a wide range of mishaps. And you'll save money too with multi-car and multi-policy discounts, as well as good student, hybrid auto, and mature driver savings opportunities. Find out more about an affordable auto policy from Beacon Insurance. Call Benhoff Insurance in Breeze and Trenton at 526-4888.
Hey, it's Colby at K&J Chevrolet in Carlisle. Check out this great deal on a 2013 GMC Yukon Denali. This SUV is loaded with a sunroof and DVD system. It has an NADA value of $33,500. This week, K&J is offering it for $29,500. Come check it out before it's gone. We are just west of Carlisle on Old Route 50. K&J Chevrolet, your Clinton County Chevrolet and Silverado headquarters.
We're moments away from your hometown proud Carlisle IGA tip-off. This high school basketball broadcast on Max 96.7 is brought to you in part by Isaac Auto Body, Seaver Brothers Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, Clinton Manor Living Center, Putker Construction, The Breeze and Trenton Dental Group, Nordyke Funeral Home, Prairie Farms Dairy, Tunya's Service Company, Fairman Garage Doors, Jansen Farm Equipment, Home Fashions, The Emeen Insurance Agency, Print Crazy, Silver Spoon Catering, and by Becker Jewelers, with locations in Breeze and Highland, and always online, BeckerJewelers.com.
Back to the Rip along with the broadcast booth. And we're set to go. We've had our national anthem. It's time now for the hometown proud Carlisle IGA tip-off. And quarter number one, by the way, is brought to you by 10 Pin Antique Mall. And the Central Cougars in visiting purple with white trim get it first, and immediately, or close to it, we have a foul on Alex Hills. Carlisle, their hometown white with purple and gold trim. 8 seconds deep, we have a foul on Hills. Central has the ball in front of the Carlisle bench. Between the circles, we have Carson Fairman. Fairman on the right wing to Thomas. Jost in the middle block area sets the screen for Thomas. Pops it from the right. Elbow shot is shy, and the ball is knocked right up here, and I go with the left-handed dribble quite nicely. Did you see that? I was going to go between the legs, but they wanted the ball back.
Yeah, veteran officiating crew tonight as well, Rip. We got Dana Pearson out there along with Mike Dammerman and Corey Miller.
Jost, 18-footer left side, shakes in and out, no good. Rebound, weak side for Seaver. He guns it quickly up to Becker, all the way to the rack. No, blocked out of bounds, and Carlisle will keep it. Scoreless, 7:27 in the first. Carlisle and Central in the Cahokia Conference duel from Harris Gymnasium. Boatwright checks, punches into Becker, and out the foul line, backs off. That's Seaver for two. And Carlisle takes the early 2-0 lead.
Just an easy screen. The screener play out of the baseline throw in, and Seaver got open over Jost. Knocked down a nice foul line deuce.
Foul line extended. That's Jost. Hands it off to Thomas. Now Fairman on the high right wing above the arc. Jost wants it. They go outside around the horn and back to Wimpy. Carson Wimpy handles at the head of the key. Above the right elbow. Now thrown inside. It's knocked away. Picked up by Seaver, and he saves it off of Wimpy out of bounds. Carlisle will have it with the distance to go.
Had the mismatch on the back screens for Jost. They had Becker switched on to him. They didn't throw him the basketball, and then the Cougars result in turning it over.
Hills across the timeline, left side. Far corner, Boatwright. Punches it inside to Seaver. Back out, foul line extended to Hills. Comes around the Becker screen. Bounce pass over below the hash, right side to Taylor. He's at the top of the circle. Now for Boatwright. Into the low block to Seaver. Seaver whips it outside to Hills. Hills comes to the elbow now on the run. His shot is no good. Gets the board back. Stick no. And we have a foul. Wimpy? I do believe.
You are correct, Rip.
And Alex Hills will toe the line for a pair. His Indians lead at 2-0 early in this one. 1:30 into the basketball game. First one, fans the iron. So he'll get the second try here.
55% free throw shooter for the year.
Little shaky. He makes 1 of 2, though, so hits that average. Carlisle up 3-zip. Simon Thomas over the midcourt stripe on the left side. Comes to the north of the arc, through it. Now right side, Wempe. Low post. Outside it goes finally to Campworth. Does not fall. Ball loose. Picked off nicely by Thomas. To Jost in the lane. Kicks it over to Wempe on the drive. Good. Nicely done. Central's on the board. They're down 3-2 to Carlisle. Seaver in the lane. Dishes it outside for Boatwright. Little handoff to Taylor. Around the horn it goes to Alex Hills. Hills wears number 10. Taylor steps inside the 3 line. Between the pipes now goes to Hills. Drives to the right of the box. And he fires one up and gets it to go. Tough shot. Gets it through, and it's 5-2 Carlisle. Jost at the top of the circle. Left wing. Wempe. Wempe being guarded by Becker. Each team in a man. That's Fairman. 12-footer right side. No good by Thomas. Karam fought for. It's tapped out of bounds, and score go over to Carlisle. Indians lead 5-2, 5:25 on the board in quarter number 1. A pretty nice, clean start to this one. He'll stroll to the forecourt. Lofts it for Boatwright. Head of the circle, Taylor winds for 3, and he nails it. Chase Taylor with a trifecta, 8-2 Carlisle, outside of 5 in the first. Jost wants it, foul line extended, jump pass in the corner to Fairman. Fairman at the 3 line, pops it outside, Campworth, now middle block to Jost. Jost works on Seaver, the 6'9". Oh, nice hook shot by Jost. Count it for 2.
Likes to go over that left shoulder and gets it in to go, and Hill's pushing.
He tries to answer, no good, gets it back with a foul, maybe on Jost.
I think they might have missed the first foul attempt on the Cougars. They recall it on the second one. They get Jost, as mentioned.
Don't always get that first one.
No.
8-4 Carlisle, clock dead at 4:45 in the first frame.
If you're an Indian fan, you got to like Hills' energy so far he's bringing here through the first 4 minutes.
And this shot is way off. He'll get another one. He's 1 for 3, has 3 points. The Indians lead the Cougars 8-4. Decent crowd on hand for a Tuesday night in Clinton County. The follow-up shot, good. So Hills is 2 for 4, right about at that average. Fairman will ease it across through the center jump circle for the Cougars. High right wing it goes to Simon Thomas. Between the rings, Jost. Back over to Thomas again. Comes into inside the arc of the elbow. Left side for Fairman. Uses the screen. Outside. Campworth. Now Jost gets it. 17 away from the basket. Skips it across to Wempe. 3-ball, no good. Rebound Seaver. It's knocked out of bounds, out of his hands, and it goes over to the Indians. Seaver very active inside.
Couple of rebounds for Seaver. Cougars off to a 2 for 7 start.
Basketball, right?
Yes, it is.
Hills fires it to Becker. Foul line extended. Head of the circle, Seaver, wearing number 31. Now Taylor for the Indians. Boatwright gets the start again. He didn't start Friday against Pena. Hills now. Taylor cuts through the lane. Little leaner, good. 5 for Chase Taylor. Carlisle has a 7-point advantage. 3:50 to go in the first. Fairman over the midcourt stripe against Boatwright. Emmett Jansen looks to get some PT here for the Cougars early. Thomas, right wing, fires it outside. Now a low post pass to Jost. He's double teamed, still has the basketball. Hook pass out front, and we're going to walk.
Shuffled the pivot feed. The double fanned at him late by Boatwright and picked it up. Then he shuffled the pivot feed. I'll tell you what, one thing ripped it. Taylor off to a good start. Where would the Indians be if he is healthy all season?
I know, and they've had some health issues, you know, and they might get them all back together just at the right time. Boatwright outside the 3 arc. Low post pass to Seaver. Seaver against Jost. 8-footer. Good! Seaver shakes it home. It's 13-4. Central wants a timeout. We'll do the same. This is high school basketball. Max 96.7.
A Shell expert is underwater to demonstrate the importance of protection. My partner will play your engine, menaced by performance-robbing gunk, and playing the engine gunk, 3 man-eating sharks. Don't worry, folks. This shark cage represents Shell nitrogen-enriched gasolines. Release the sharks! All 3 grades of Shell nitrogen-enriched gasolines act as a barrier that helps shield and protect critical engine parts. So go ahead, folks. Protect your engine with Shell nitrogen-enriched gasolines.
Fill up at your area clean and convenient CC Food Mart locations.
It's Max 96.7.
Hello, everybody. Rip Notmeyer along with Greg Meyer in the Dairy King broadcast booth with locations at 2 places, Breeze and Trenton. We're at Harris Gym. The homestanding Indians lead at 13-4, just outside of 3 in the first stanza. Fairman will walk it up for the Cougars. His club down, 9 to ball, stripped away. That's Becker. Becker against Fairman has it knocked away. Seaver picks up the loose change. Nobody's fouled. And Carlyle is just hustling big time in this first period.
Andy Palmer's got his guys ready to go tonight. Camper picks up his first 13 foul on the Cougars. Indians off to a 5 for 10 start from the field.
Seaver misses the first. Second chance day for him. He averages around 67% from that foul stripe. Wow, missing some tosses. Could come back to haunt them later. He connects on the second. 1 of 2. He has 5. It's 14-4 Carlyle. Carson Fairman, a 5'9 junior with it, the high right wing against Boatwright. Fairman bounces right corner for Wempe. Wempe looks inside, goes outside for Fairman. He's at the left elbow now. Inside to 3 left side, drives in the lane, takes it all the way to the hoop. Nicely done by Fairman.
Kind of contorted his body to lay it in off the glass. Might have got hit in the head, wasn't sure.
Below the hash right side, that's Boatwright. Surveys outside instead to Hills. Back to Boatwright now. Baseline right, Seaver kicks it outside to Hills at the left elbow. Still has it, rushes down the lane, hands off to Taylor. His shot blocked. Blocked by Jansen, who just entered. He goes out of bounds, though. Carlisle's going to keep it. Good D by Emmett Jansen, a sophomore at 6'1".
Going to see a lot of minutes for him coming up.
Seaver sends it in for the Indians to Taylor. Out front, holding high, that's Becker. He gets around his man Camper. Free throw line extended to Hills. 2+ to go in the first quarter. The Indians up on the Cougars 14-6. Around the horn, in the corner to Boatwright. Loses out of bounds. It was touched, though, by Campworth, and Carlisle will retain again.
Mason Weems on for the first time for the Cougars, number 33.
6'5", senior. It's a good one to bring off the Pines. Hills looks. Gets Chase Taylor with 19-footer, no good. Ball fought for, and Karen finally comes down to Jost. Kicks it over to Fairman. Now between the circles, it's Jost, and he works with the ball against Seaver. Gets by his man, dumps it in the corner for Fairman. 16 away, now backs outside the 3 line. $1.50 in the first. Fairman off the screen. Outside it goes. There's Weems. Lights it up. That's a 2. 14-8. Carlisle's lead has dwindled to 6. 1:35 to play in the first.
Is a Fairman's ability to blow by his man. They had to help, and Weems got an easy field goal there on that free throw line deuce.
That's the way you like to come off the Pines, huh? Seaver with it. Splits it right side for Chase Taylor. Now Boatwright. Off the screen it goes to Becker. Dishes across the lane, picking up the loose balls. Boatwright. And Seaver saves it to Boatwright. A leaner, no, he dumps it for Becker, but it's stolen away. And here comes Central. 2-on-2. That is Wempe loses the basketball, and it's off his hands and out of bounds. Over to Carlisle with the distance goal.
Cougars' 4th turnover. Indians just turned it over for the first time on that far end, and they bring their first sub in Dar on for the first time for Carlisle.
He's a junior. Played a lot of the JV game. Reinacher started that game, by the way, as Boatwright did last Friday against Pena, so Coach Andy Palmer is shifting things around a bit. We're just under 60 now. Seaver, the cutter, good! To the glass and off the glass.
He's going to come out to the high ball screen for Hills, and he slipped it. Easy layup for Seaver. He's got 7.
Weems with it. Number 33, dishes left side now. That's Emmett Jansen. Strokes it for Fairman. He checks the clock and sees 35 on the board. 16-8 Carlisle. Fairman, foul line extended. Dar with him. Fairman just holding now as we wind down near 25 to play in the first period. Between the circles deep in that emblem, it's Jost. 20 on the clock as Central holds for the final shot in period number 1. They could come within 6 or 5. Here's Fairman. Man, he had a seam, didn't take it. 5 to play now. Jansen. Here's Thomas. Jump stop, shot up, no good. The block by Seaver lets one fling from half court, no good. And that puts away this first period. Through 1. It's Carlisle 16 and Central 8. This is high school basketball, Max 96.7.
Southern Bus and Mobility is your Braunability dealer in Breeze. Braunability features the broadest lineup of wheelchair-accessible vehicles with more brands, entry types, features, and price points than any other manufacturer in the industry. See for yourself at Southern Bus and Mobility why a new or certified pre-owned wheelchair-accessible Braunability vehicle is the only way to go. Call 526-4131 or stop by just east of Breeze on Old Route 50. Companies are hiring again. That's good news. Bad news, you don't have the skills they're looking for. Kaskaskia College can fix that. KC's welding technology program can set you up with the skills industries are looking for. More good news, classes are available at KC's Trenton Center or Crisp Technology Center. Call Sean Morris at 545-3406. The demand is there, the pay is there. Where are you? Kaskaskia College, your future starts here.
Max 96.7.
Welcome back into the Dairy King broadcast booth with locations of Breeze and Trenton Rip along with Greg Mark. Carlisle leads at 16-8. We're just underway here in quarter number 2, which is carried to you by Becker Jewelers. The Indians have it first with that 8-point gap over Central. The loft inside, backdoor cut, Seaver 2. Beautiful pass by Becker.
Back screen lob, nice play, no help defense, and Seaver kisses it off the glass for 2.
Give him 9. Carlisle up by 10. A shot from 3, no good by Thomas. He tracks it down, fires it outside for Joseph. He's hit by Caleb Gar. There again, that's what you draw up out of a timeout, or in this case, the first quarter pause.
Yes, yes. Both teams 40% from the field. Indians out rebounding the Cougars after one quarter, 5-2, and the Cougars with 4 turnovers to Carlisle's 1. That's the difference.
Jost with a high catch. Dishes off to Thomas. Left corner now. They try and hit Jost inside. It's knocked out of bounds by Seaver. So the Cougars will trigger to the right of their own bucket. Fairman has those honors. His Cougars down by 10. It sizzled outside to Jost at the high left wing. Crossover dribble to Fairman. Thought about pumping it. Goes inside the arc. Now he stops and pops. 12-footer all net. A little spring from Fairman. He has 2. It's 18-10 Carlisle.
Fairman there off that screen elbow jumper. He won't shoot it any farther than 12 feet.
You need those guys, though, don't you? You need
yes.
those mid-range. Inside low block. There's Dorr. That's his spot, Greg.
Yep, and he had great post position again. And he's setting up shop, and he gets an easy layup.
Like a hockey player, hangs around that crease. Here's Fairman off the screen, between the legs on the dribble. Pulls up the bounce. Right of the block, that's Jost. He's surrounded, kicks it inside. 8-footer off the back of the heel, no good. Weems there with the stick back. Thomas missed it, but Weems has the putback. And now Thomas steals the basketball, but lagging in the back court is Hills, and he picks it up. Taylor, right off the leg of Thomas, out of bounds. Boatwright returns, and Campworth back in for Central. 20-12 Carlisle, 6:24 in the second period.
Here's going to be that straight post-up set here for Seaver on the handoff.
Boatwright wants the home run ball. No good, strong, and a weak side rebound to Campworth. Campworth at 6'5", busted ahead to Fairman. Fairman, hook pass on the road. Now over to Campworth, shot missed. A nice feed by Wimpy, but the ball wouldn't go by Campy. And now we have a loose rag on the next side. Here comes Central again. Wimpy high steps it into the front court. Fairman fires it inside. Off the glass, no good by Jost. Rebound Seaver. Football pass to Dawes. Swings it out to Taylor. He scoots down the lane. Gives it finally on the deflection to Boatwright for 2. Somehow out of all that, Carlisle finally scores.
Pinball action all over the place. Not sure who's going to get all the numbers there, and Taylor reaches in.
Yeah, poor foul there. But 22-12, Carlisle up by 41. Somebody had to finally score after all that.
That was a quagmire there for about 45 seconds of play.
Good way to describe it there. Central has the basketball, the far sideline. Cougars down to Carlisle 22-12, 5:41 and settling in the first half. Fairman, top of the key, left side. 18-footer corner, no good. Air ball by Wimpy with a long rebound. Comes out to Jost. And now Fairman back the other way again. Inside the three line at the elbow. Kicks it outside between the circles. Jost. Fairman again picks it off. Where's number 13 at 5'9"? We approach 5 in the first half. Wimpy. The cutter was Braden Thomas was in there. And Scott Thomas gets it for the deuce. Simon Thomas.
He was 0 for 5 from the field. He made nice footwork. Puts it in on the up and under for 2.
Low block shot, no, and a walk against Alex Hills. Wanted the contact against Simon, but it goes the other way. It's a traveling violation. Smith and Nick Becker out for Carlisle.
Both teams deep in their bench right now. Braden Thomas out there with Mason Weems as well. Or, sorry, Thomas in there for the Cougars. That's the 8th guy they played, and the Indians have now played 8 guys as well.
And we got to push away from the basketball. Simon Thomas had it out front. Who do they whistle this one on?
33, I think, Isaac Smith.
Who just checked in not too long ago. 14 fouls on Carlisle, 3 on Central. Jost will inbound the basketball for the Cougars. Bounces it to Thomas. That is Simon Thompson. Gets it back. Kicks it in the middle block to Jost. A fader from 14. Strong rebound, Boatwright. Boatwright over the timeline, right side. Eventually. Foul line extended to Hills. Hills had 4 in the opening period. Left corner deep, that's Smith. Checks indoors, goes outside instead to Reinacher. Dawson Reinacher is back in. He gets it back on the pass from Boatwright. He's in the low post, and we have a double dribble.
Weems back for the Cougars. Now Indians had 1 turnover in that opening period. They have 3 in this period to give them 4 for the game so far.
It can go in waves, can it?
Mm-hmm.
22-14 Carlisle. They're up 8 with 4 minutes to play in the first. Fairman, steady ball player for the Cougars. Dodges one man, uses a screen, goes to the right elbow. He gets it back now. Little juke. Outside it goes for Weems. He busted 2.
Weems has got 6 off the bench.
What's that starting nod back?
Mm-hmm.
Hills between the legs on the dribble. Deep corner. Smith to Hills now again. He floats to the right side. Bounces it in the low post to Severs. Knocked out of bounds. And Carlisle will keep it. Good D down low by Wimpy for 1. We're shuttling all kinds of players in, man.
Oh, yeah. Taylor and Becker back. Indians' original starting 5 on the floor.
Hills for the Indians. Seaver once and he gets it. Near the foul line. Now he steps into a deuce. Little leaner from 8.
5 out of 7 for Seaver, 11 points.
24-16 Carlisle. That's Simon Thomas at the foul line. Picks up the bounce. Lobs down low. The ball picked off by Boatwright. And he saves it. But it's taken away by Wimpy. And the foul on Seaver as he prevented the easy 2. Nothing wrong with that.
Both guys exchanging some pleasantries. Seaver's nice enough to keep Wimpy on his feet.
Wimpy for some charity. Camden at 6'2", a junior. The deep bend, bingo. That's the first foul shot of the night for the Cougars. Jost returns for Braden Thomas now. Wimpy gets the basketball again. Squats, fires, hits them both. The Indians with the ball in a 6-point lead, 3:20 and rolling in the second quarter. Boatwright between the legs on the dribble. Kicks it left side for Hills. Foul line extended. He goes between the legs. Outside the 3 line. Boatwright with it. Still with it. Becker wants it in the low block. They go outside around the horn to Seaver. And now Taylor below the hash right side. He's at the perimeter stripe. Stops the bounce. Long bounce pass left wing high to Boatwright. Under 3 now and a half. Carlisle by 6. Hills near the Indians' emblem right side. Far corner to Taylor. Back to Hills again. Off the Seaver pick. Nearly a walk. Boatwright gets the pass. Doubles back over to Hills now. Down low instead. Picked off by Wempy. Wempy with a nice steal.
6 Indian turnovers for the game now.
Fairman crosses timeline right side. To Wempy. Holding high. Top of the key. It goes to Weems. Left side. That's Thomas with the basketball. Jost above the right elbow, guarded by Seaver. Right side, now in the far corner to Wempy. Wempy uses the pick, and he pops one no good. From 3, rebound strong side to Becker. Becker collides, gives it to Hills. Now off the Boatwright, drives the lane shot up and down, but I think we have a foul before that.
On the floor, I think Weems maybe.
Out of bounds to Carlyle.
Wempy actually is second.
Yeah, they'll give it to Wempy. 5 fouls of Carlyle as far as the team goes here in half number 1. 4 on Central's out of bounds to Carlyle. Nursing a 6-point lead here at the 2:10 mark of the first half. Boatwright fires it into Becker, and his quick shot was rejected. He gets it back to Boatwright outside the arc. Middle of the rings is Hills for Seaver. Seaver free throw line extended. Left of the lane to Taylor. Back to Seaver. Taylor again drives the lane, has it stripped away by Fairman. Nicely done. Here comes Fairman the other way. Fires across the lane. Thomas for 2. They ran that break well, and the Cougars are within 4, 145 and a half.
Fairman ability to blow by again, setting up Thomas.
Seaver, hook shot, no good, and the rebound finally corralled by Jost, and he runs the floor. Number 55 goes down the lane. For the left side, home run distance, no good by Haig. Here comes Boatwright in transition, and he lost the basketball. He turns it over on the wall.
Indian second quarter here plagued by turnovers of the basketball. They had 1 in the opening period, 7 here in this quarter, 8-4 the ball game. Just getting a little sped up on the offensive end.
Boatwright had the right idea, but the ball was too quick for him. Fairman lines up the offense. Popping up with the basketball is Seaver. Like that's Thomas. And now Thomas 14 away. Left side, no good. Easy board by Boatwright. Fires it out to Hills. Hills crosses it over to Seaver. Baseline right. 60 seconds to play and a half. Carlyle with a 4-point gap over the Cougars. Hills right wing now. Inside it goes. Seaver. 8-footer lob. No good. Nowhere close. Rebound comes off to Jost and now Fairman. And he decides to slow things up a little bit. He crawls into the forecourt for the Cougars and checks with Coach Jeremy Schubert. The Cougars 10-10. Carlyle 10-15. The Indians have played a lot of games.
Yeah, Cougars continue here to play for the last one in the quarter. And the only reason why I say this is because they got the possession arrow in favor of their way. So pending a tie-up, they'll have the ball to begin the third quarter.
20 ticks left. Fairman playing a little hoop with himself. Time to go now. We're down to 10. Here they go. Thomas outside. Weems, lob, low post. Jost with the catch. Had it, lost it, gets it back. Comes to the box. 8-footer. Good. Jost hits it to close out quarter number 2, half number 1. He leaves with 4 through a half. It's the Carlisle Indians 24 and the Central Cougars 22. 24-22 Carlisle. We're back in just a while. This is high school basketball. Max 96.7.
When you put money in our bank, you started a chain reaction. We made an auto loan. A local car dealer sold a car. A car salesman got a commission. His wife bought groceries. The checker at the supermarket got a paycheck. You made that happen. Thanks. The First National Bank in Carlisle. A better way to bank. Member FDIC. Visit us online at 1nbcarlisle.com.
Reekman Brothers Farm Equipment has locations in Oakville, Centralia, and Breeze. Reekman Brothers sells the finest John Deere tractors, plus lawn and garden equipment and accessories. Reekman Brothers has been a part of the farming industry for over 83 years. Call Reekman Brothers for farm machinery and farmland auction services. 243-6186. Reekman Brothers, your John Deere dealer.
Reverman Chiropractic in Breeze would like to say thank you to our patients, staff, and local healthcare professionals for their continued support and cooperation as we celebrate 10 years in business. At Reverman Chiropractic, our focus is to work with you, the patient, and your other healthcare providers to deliver the best and most effective care possible. Please take advantage of our evening and weekend hours and call 526-4700 to schedule an appointment with Dr. Craig Reverman or Dr. Travis Isaac.
If you have joint or muscle pain, there is a solution. Let Dr. Schatz and the team of doctors at MedPlus alleviate your pain with safe, effective treatments. Their staff consists of a multi-specialty group of physicians, all working together to help you achieve lasting relief. Find out how natural medicines like Seraphin and Halogen make pain go away and keep it away. That's MedPlus in Carlisle's Northtown Plaza. Call today for a free consultation. 594-3671.
Good times are waiting at Brett's Wildlife Lodge and Winery, just north of Carlisle on Route 127. There's no better place to see live music than the Brett's Outdoor Stage, hosting bands every weekend. The kitchen at Brett's opens at 3 on Monday and Tuesday. They open for lunch at 11 Wednesday through Friday, and they have breakfast Saturday and Sunday starting at 8, with dinner available daily. Brett's Wildlife Lodge and Winery is a great spot for a meeting, a party, a get-together, or just to grab a bite to eat. Call 594-8830 or go to wildlifelodgeandwinery.com.
Which hospital continues to rank among the best in patient satisfaction, care, and safety? We don't want to brag, so check it out for yourself. Compare the scores of HSH's St. Joseph's Hospital Breeze. And while you're online, visit our website at stjoebreeze.com to stay up on all the screenings and events we offer to benefit our community. Or like us on Facebook. Working to continue our legacy of caring, we are HSH's St. Joseph's Hospital Breeze.
Max 96.7.
Hey, basketball fans, Rip here along with Greg Meyer in the Dairy King broadcast booth with locations of Breeze and Trenton. It's time for the Spectrum Business pregame show. And we do have one quick score. It's a JV one, but the Honest Water scoreboard looks like this. Central defeated Carlisle 42-32 in that preliminary game right here. It's the Indians over the Cougars by just about the slimmest of margins. They lead at 24-22 at the break. Carlisle was up 16-8. After one, as they try and take one of three from Central this year. And with some important stats, here's Greg Meyer.
Yeah, as you mentioned there, 16-8 after one quarter. Cougars outscoring the Indians 14-8 in the second quarter play. Central 10-21 from two-point field goal range, just good for 48%. They're 0-5 from three for no percentage there. They're 10-26 overall from the field for 39%. 2 of 2 at the foul line for a perfect percentage there with 8 rebounds, 5 turnovers for the Cougars. On the other side of the coin, Indians 9-20. Two-point field goal range is good for 45%. 1 of 3 from three for 33%. 10 of 23 overall from the field for the Indians for 44%. 3 of 6 at the foul line for 50%. Indians plus 4 on the glass. They got 12 total team rebounds, 8 turnovers for the Indians at the half as well. Seaver's got a team high 5 rebounds at the break. Jost has a team high 4 rebounds at the break. And if your score sheet looks a lot like mine, a lot of balance going on by both teams scoring.
There's not a lot of scoring, but there is balance scoring, so there's something to be said for that. And Weems off the bench has poked in 6 to lead the Central Cougars, and 4 players with 4 each. Fairman with 4, the same for Wimpy, Simon Thomas, and also Jost, who hit one late in quarter number 2. And for the Carlisle Indians, Tyler Seaver has a game-high 11 points. And with him, Chase Taylor at 5, scored all those in the front period. Give Hills 4. 2 of those came from the charity stripe. And 2 apiece for Boatwright and also Caleb Darr. Of course, Darr off the bench, too. It's the Dairy Queen Rainbow Shoot. And one of these times, I think we may be running out of time. You need to get out there, Greg.
Yeah, I don't.
You say you're doing this at Breeze Central. They're doing this at Breeze Central.
They are doing it. They are doing the Dairy King Rainbow Shot at Central now as well. You know, I went and watched my little cousins play basketball on Sunday. Took a couple of shot attempts. Don't really have it anymore. And
really?
My back kind of hurt a little bit. Yes, yeah, don't say that. I'm not quite that young anymore. We'll see what I got. They got that Heroes Legends ordeal at St. Rose again this year where you get to play for your alma mater, great school. So we'll see if I still got it when that time comes around. But I'll have to do a lot of killers for a couple of months just to get myself loose enough to be able to play 15 minutes. or 20 minutes a game.
Okay. By the way, what we have before was that I take that that was a dance team from Breeze. I mean the young.
Yes,
from,
the young dance team.
Somewhere in Breeze.
I think it's in Breeze. Yes, I do believe so.
Okay, they did. They got. I tell you, they got a big round of applause. I know that much. So, all right, it's Carlisle over Central, 24-22. At the halftime pause, we've got a timeout to burn, and then we're coming on back to Harris Gymnasium. This is high school basketball on Max 96.7.
When wearing contacts, you shouldn't even be able to feel them. If they're uncomfortable or feeling dry, come see us at Lebanon Optometric Center or Breeze Family Vision Center. We'll find the right contacts for you, whether it's multifocal, astigmatism, daily disposables, or hybrid lenses. Don't suffer through contacts that are just fine. We have all the major brands to choose from, and with locations in Breeze and Lebanon, if you damage or tear your contacts, we can replace them right away. Start seeing clearer today with a little help from Breeze Family Vision Center or Lebanon Optometric Center.
With Valentine's Day coming up, maybe you're planning to pop the question. With that in mind, I want you to know why so many engagements begin with a diamond from Becker Jewelers. Hi, this is A.G. Becker, and I believe it is because we make sure that each of our engagement rings is a perfect match for the man that gives it to the woman who will wear it forever. Sounds simple, but it takes a lot of experience and knowledge to get it right. At Becker's, we begin with 69 years of experience. And because we own our store, our overhead is lower than those big mall stores. We are able to offer a better ring, a bigger diamond for less. That takes care of the man who gives the ring. For her, there is no substitute for selection, and nobody, I mean nobody, has a bigger selection of rings, more than 600 in stock. That's backed by an equally impressive selection of diamonds in every shape and size. Becker's knowledge and experience will help you make sure that the ring you choose is perfect for both you and her. It's why so many engagements begin with a diamond from Becker Jewelers.
For a truly affordable and all-inclusive senior living experience unlike any other, come to Legacy Place in Breeze, offering exceptional and professional care. Legacy Place delivers kindness and compassion to residents with independent, assisted living, or memory care services. Legacy Place offers luxurious and comfortable home-like living with fireplaces, activity areas, cafes, salons, and much more. Call 526-9600 for a free tour at Legacy Place. This broadcast is a presentation of WCXO Sports. WCXO Sports is brought to you by the Benhoff Insurance Agency in Breeze and Trenton, Breeze Dental Care, K&J Chevrolet, Reverman Chiropractic and Spinal Rehabilitation and Breeze Motor Sales, Southern Bus and Mobility, Kaskaskia College, the First National Bank of Carlisle, Reekman Brothers John Deere, St. Joseph Hospital Breeze, Med Plus Physical Medicine and Brett's Wildlife Lodge, Legacy Place, State Farm Insurance Agent Steve Klosterman and Hardy's locations in Breeze and Carlisle, Breeze Family Vision, Tempo Bank, Country Financial Representatives Keith Wilkin and Teresa Richards, and Area CC Food Marts. WCXO Sports since 1999. The sports voice of the Carlisle Indians, the Central Cougars, the Mater Dei Knights, the Westland Warriors, and now the Christ Our Rock Silver Stallions.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back inside again, the Dairy King broadcast booth with a couple of locations just for you in Breeze and Trenton. Rip Notmeyer along with Greg Meyer. I just took a survey. 9 out of 10 people that are here are looking at their phones.
I hope I was not one of those. I was checking the scores.
I didn't get to you.
Okay.
You have something for us on the honest number scoreboard?
No other games tonight, actually, in boys action. Mater Dei off till Saturday. Westland off till Friday. So no boys games or girls games tonight via the Honest Water scoreboard. So this is it. The only game on tap. So, we should... Hopefully we get a few listeners in tonight.
Oh, yeah. By the way, spread the word. Not only are we right here where you're listening now on Max 96.7, chances are, but we're also on WCXO967.com. That's the games, also talking sports and everything live. And you can go back in the archives through the Yahoo site, I guess, or YouTube site, right?
Yes, sir. YouTube site it is.
To be exact.
You can subscribe to that YouTube channel. I'm pretty sure it doesn't cost anything. I don't think you could cost anything, right?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. Well, the only reason I don't subscribe is I know when it's coming.
Oh, yeah.
But it's pretty neat. You get that little buzzer. It's basically an alarm. It is an alarm and tells we're ready to go with another broadcast. Come on out and talk to sports. We do have Carlisle Lady Indians basketball coach Darren Smith, and from the Salem Wildcats, Andy Fehrenbacher, and Jason Cobb will do scores and stuff, who's, he still is a heck of a baseball player, but he was and is a tremendous athlete, but CCL fame these days.
Yeah.
What do you think about at the start of the season? What do you think, Greg? I mean, again, we're sitting here right now, the Salem Wildcats. I kid about they're not an expansion team, but
yes,
they are to the league.
Yes.
Got to play with that pro word a little bit. But they are leading at 6-2. Westland and Columbia behind at 4-2, a full game, even on the loss side. But Central 3-3.
So if I get what you're asking me is if you're wondering who I had in the preseason
poll.
Let's
put it this way. Let's simplify it. You didn't have Salem that high, probably.
No, I did not. If I had to tell you exactly what I thought it was going to be like this year, I really thought, coming into the offseason, you talk to these guys, you talk to a lot of the assistant coaches, you talk to the head coaches. You couldn't go wrong with the Warriors. The talent they were bringing back, they had all 5 guys come back that were starting last year, played 30-plus games under their belt, won a regional title for the first time, and since I believe it was like 7-8 years they won a regional. You had to think the Warriors were going to be the look of the conference, and I thought firmly that was going to be out of the 4 teams in our county we cover. I was thinking, they're going to be a very solid squad, a tough out when it comes to 2A, and so far they've proven that. But I would have to agree with you, Rip. I didn't have Salem that high up on the preseason poll, in my opinion.
So I'm not sure how it's going to play out with who plays who. We have, 2 to 4 games apiece for some of these remaining, but I suppose we could have a 3-way tie, or at least a chance of a 2-way tie.
I don't think really Westland can win the conference unless Salem ends up tripping up, because they have the head-to-head. They don't really. That's
I wish they would.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
And that's coming from a guy who played in the league for 4 seasons.
We're just used to that being the situation, especially in the so forth. But that's fine. That's the way it is. And here we go. We're ready for quarter number 3. Both teams are on the floor, and this quarter is carried right into your lap by B&H Recreation and Breeze. Here we go. The Cougars have the basketball first, trailing by just 2 points. Simon Thomas has it to Campworth, tosses it inside for Joe. Turnaround, 14-footer, swats it down. He has a half dozen, and we're squared at 24.
Joe now hits his last 2 field goals. He's 3 for 6 overall for the ball game.
A quick glance. Looks like both starting lineups are back in there.
Mm-hmm.
Original lineups, that is. Here's Boatwright. Head of the circle, sprinting out for it is Becker. Left side, Hills. Alex Hills, low block receiver. Nice catch. Fires it outside to Boatwright. He wants the tray. In and out. Rebound to Jost. So it's Jost, Fairman, Campworth, Simon Thomas, and Wempe has the basketball. The dribble drive, square, no good. Jost there, put back. Yes! And he's fouled. And for Carlisle, it is Taylor Hills, Boatwright, Seaver, and Nick Becker. So Jost will try and complete the 3-point play. The foul on Hills. 2 on him.
Jost missed the +1.
So it's 26-24. Central. Boatwright outside that perimeter line. Deep out in front on the emblem is Hills. Hills comes to the wing right side now. Stops, pauses, comes the other way on the wing. Floats it out for Seaver. Seaver against Jost. Now Hills into the near corner and Boatwright. Top of the circle, Seaver. Straight away 20-footer. Can't clock it. And the carom scoots over to Simon Thomas. Thomas out of the pack to Jost. Hook shot on the run. No good. Rebound to Hills. He corrals it, loses it, but he's fouled. Carlisle will toss it in. They've yet to dent the board here in the third quarter.
Fouls on Campworth. Rip is second as well. First team foul on the Cougars of the second half of play.
So a double on Campy. 26-24. Carlisle has the ball trailing by 2. Skipping over the timeline left, it's Hills. Boatwright nearly lost it. Gets it back to Hills. Goes between the legs on the dribble. Uses a screen from Becker. Comes outside the box. Now maneuvers out front to Seaver. Left side, Boatwright. Boatwright wanted to go low post. Outside it goes for Seaver. Boatwright again now. Shuffles it inside. Low post to Becker. Becker slips. Gets rid of it. Fortunately for him, to Seaver. Now Seaver. He comes to the wing right. Taylor in the corner. Marks up Seaver. A little hooker off the window and good. That's a tough shot. He has 13. We have a 26-all draw with 5:48 in the third.
Quick move by Seaver. Jost wasn't ready on the defensive side, and as you mentioned, Seaver with 13 now.
Simon Thomas from 15, no good. Nice board by Campworth. Out to Jost, 21 away. Air ball off the back wall over to Carlyle. So that one wasn't sized up too well, but Jost can punch him in.
4 for 8 from the field until that shot attempt, and he's kind of got himself going here a little bit in the second half.
26-26, 5:25 in the third. Quick toss over to Boatwright. Surveys, left wing, that's Taylor. Taylor gets around his man all the way to the hoop. Square, no. Ball whistles off. Taylor gets it back. Stick good. 7 for Taylor, and Carlisle leapfrog Central, 28-26. A shade above 5 in the third. Fairman below the hash right side to Thomas. Thomas at the free throw line extended. Lobs it back out front. Top the circle now. It's Fairman inside the 3 line. He goes one-on-one on Boatwright. Fires it outside around the horn. Wempe to Campworth. Campworth works against Chase Taylor of Carlisle. Campy comes to the baseline left. Turns around. Spins it this way to Wempe. Thomas. And Fairman. Jost once he gets it at the left elbow. Hands it off to Thomas. Fairman, right wing. Now Jost again at the head of the circle. Jost against Boatwright on the mismatch. Boatwright still with it, puts the ball down. Pounds it to the right side to Fairman. Fairman wide open. Nothing there. Campworth. Left side toss. And we have a walk on Wempe.
Good Indian defense on that possession. Team defense-wise was very good for Carlisle. Got the switches they want. Turn the Cougars over. First turnover of either team of the second half.
A lot of clock used there. We dwindled down to 4:10 in the third period. Carlisle had 28-26. They were up by 2 at the halftime break. And a give to Seaver for 2. A cut to the basket.
Another slip by Seaver off a screen. And again, Jost a little lazy and no help defense coming over. And another easy one off the square.
15 for Seaver. Thomas, top of the circle. Campbell to Fairman. He rushes it down the lane. No, but the foul is good by Campworth. That was beautiful. Good stick there. Carlisle's lead at 30-28. He timed that just right.
Followed him up. Yeah, I followed him up well.
Above the elbow right side. Puts the ball on the floor to Seaver. Around the horn. Now inside he goes to Becker and a foul on Campworth.
Easy call. Again, Becker. Rip, great. Again, great post position.
Yeah.
Campworth, no choice but to reach through the back. Going to call that every single time they throw it in on the entry fee. Now Weems comes back on.
Coach Palmer going to that little playbook he's got there. And there's Seaver. Rolls it in. It worked. Half dozen in the period. Seaver has 17 in the game. Carlisle has struck for a 4-point lead. Jost, top of the key. Fires it over to Fairman. He's at the elbow. Pulls up the bounce right side. Shot will not crawl in from Weems. And the board comes to Boatwright. Boatwright sizzles it across the timeline, left to Hills. Hills in the corner. Boatwright wing left side now. Uses a screen from Becker. He's to the right of the box. Takes it all the way to the hoop. No, and his last touch by Boatwright. They say out of bounds to the Cougars.
A lot of contact. Didn't call it. Fairman reaching his hand in the cookie jar. Andy Palmer asking for it. He said they didn't hit him on the arm. We got the official explaining it right here in front of us. The Dairy King broadcast. It looked like there was a lot of contact. And it was a play on. They let him play in the...
Off the window and good. Man, that is a tough shot.
When you got that 6'9" frame with that wingspan, it's easy, though, over or away from the defense where they can't block your shot.
Becker below the hash left side for the Indians. The Tribe up by 2 over the Central Cougars. Top of the circle, that is Taylor with it. Backs outside to 3. Now takes it all the way to the rack for 2, and he's fouled. Taylor with some authority there as he beamed to the lane. He'll try and complete the 3-point play. Foul on Simon Thomas. His first third-team foul on Central in the half, just one on Carlisle.
How about the game Taylor's having tonight?
Can't max the free throw, and the rebound goes to Jost.
Shouldn't have said nothing.
34-30 Carlisle. Around the hash and now around the horn. Jost fires it inside. It's kicked outside. I think it's a 2. It's straight on, no good. Ball loose. Picked up by Becker off of Wimpy, but
saved off of Wimpy.
I wasn't sure if Wimpy was out of bounds or not. That's on the far baseline away from us, but Carlisle gets it. Now the Cougars apply a little pressure here. The $1.50 to go in the third.
Cougars can't dial it in from deep. 0 for 10 after that 3 attempt by Wimpy.
Seaver walks it up against Jost, the 6'9 senior on the 6'3 senior. Darner for Carlisle. Taylor over the head pass to Becker, high left wing. Wimpy with him stride for stride. On him like glue now. Between the circles, it's Seaver popping out his Dar for the basketball. To the left of the box, Becker, and Becker and Wimpy tied up. It goes off. Nick Becker over to Central. It's Cougars down 4.
It's 2 possessions by Carlisle in this half alone. That bad entry passes have turned it over. Hills missed a layup for Seaver earlier, and Dar had Becker with good post position there as well, and they couldn't get him the ball.
Hope you're enjoying this one on Max 96.7. It's a good basketball game. Jump pass, no, instead it's blocked away by Seaver. Now action, and it's loose on the floor, out of bounds.
Last touchdown by Fairman. Last touchdown by Fairman. I think he was parked on the sideline there when he was on the floor.
Thought we were going to go for one of those held balls, but it's better news for the Indians. Possession arrow does favor them as well. 1:05 to play in the third. Fighting it to the front court. That's Boatwright. He walked. Good defense by Fairman, and they get the happy wheels on Luke Boatwright over to Central at three-quarter court. Just in front of the Carlisle Indians cheering section, the fans cheering section.
Campworth, Emma Jansen back on for Central. Hills back on for the Indians. Reinach on as well for Carlisle.
Here's Fairman in the corner for Thomas. Back to Fairman above the hash right side. Jost way out, foul line extended. We're coming to 45 in the third. Central with the basketball. Down the game by 4. Fairman just holds and waits out front for Central. He's at the Carlisle Indians purple emblem.
This one here feels like again tonight. This one's going to come down to the fourth quarter. We've been close throughout.
25 ticks to go here. Central spreads it for the last shot in the third stanza. They want to draw within 2. 4-1 with the tray. Fairman at the elbow. Hands off to Thomas. And long tray, no good by Jansen. Back out, Jansen tries again, and he walks with 2.8. Taylor applying a little pressure, so Carlisle has it just above three-quarter court with 2.8 to go here in the third. Seaver will inbound the basketball. Football pass for Taylor on the lead. Catches it, but finally slides off the hand, and actually we still have a full 2 left. It's going to go the other way in the hands of Central.
Bob gave up a layup. Good ball pass by Seaver. Kind of looked like a quarterback, but I think Dar was the football team's quarterback.
He was. It just stretched a little bit too much. Here's Jost on the run. Backboard, no. And that's it. We wind up the third period in favor of Carlisle. Through 3, it's the Indians 34 and Central 30. This is high school basketball, Max 96.7.
Want easy online banking and bill paying with an ATM and debit card that allows you to set personal spending limits? Then Tempo Bank's the place for you. Tempo Bank makes it easy for today's consumers to spend more time with your families and less time balancing your accounts and paying bills. Tempo Bank has 2 locations to better serve you. Call 526-7256 in Breeze or 224-9228 in Trenton. They'll be glad to help you. Tempo Bank is your answer to easy, hassle-free banking.
You took the time to customize your home. Did you do the same for your home insurance? Country Financial can customize your insurance to fit your life. We are one of the few companies that offer an additional replacement cost option that replaces your house at today's prices. Call me, Teresa Richards, at 526-1100 or Keith Wilkin at 526-1179 or come see us at 617 North Main in Breeze to find out more about protecting the house you have made a home.
You've got Max 96.7.
You've also got a good basketball game from Carlisle's Harris Gymnasium. Welcome back inside the Dairy King broadcast booth. This is Rip along with Greg Meyer. V&H Recreation brought the third quarter your way. Now to top off the game in the fourth, Chandro Studios. has that act. And here come the Indians. They have the ball first in the fourth, up 34-30. Hills blitz out on the basketball floor. Left side to Taylor. Nice catch out front. Outside that 3 line, parks it at the wing for Hills between the circles. Fairman with him. 34-30 Carlisle. 7:40 in the basketball game. Hills pauses. Dar around the horn. Chase Taylor. Taylor thought about going around Thomas, but gives it between the circles to Seaver. Seaver isolates on Jost. Outside it goes deep to Hills. Flings in the corner. Taylor. Long corner 3. No good. Weak side rebound to Wimpy. Fairman fires it hit for Thomas. Beautiful pass. Down low. Campworth. Yes, and he's fouled.
Late rotational help again there on the far end by the Indians and leads to the Campworth opportunity for the +1. That's on Hills, his third.
3 indeed on him. Team fouls 3-2 Cougars over the Indians here in this half. So as far as we have Campworth with 3 and Hills with 3, I believe that's it as far as actual foul trouble for anybody.
Boatwright, Becker back on. Dar and Taylor will sit.
Campworth will try and clock a free throw here. No. Jost with the stick. Yes. A dozen for Jost.
8 rebounds as well, and just a simple free throw blockout, things you practice every day.
Yep, it's the simple things. 34-34 and even 7 to go. Seaver just above the 3 to Boatwright. Now Becker launches it inside for Seaver. It's knocked out of bounds. A nice play there to break it up was Fairman. Carson Fairman out of bounds to Carlisle.
Indians shot 47% through 3 quarters. Cougars at 45% through 3 quarters.
Seaver, left wing Becker. Becker looks inside, goes to the left wing and Hills. Hills with Wempy guarding him. Central in the man. Of course, Seaver strides outside the 3 line. Head of the circle to Boatwright. Boatwright fires it to Reinocker. Reinocker guts it over to Fairman in the right corner. Stops the dribble. Wempy checks. Outside it goes deep for Campworth. Fires it to Fairman. Touch pass. Now inside Jost. Hook from 15. No, but a foul.
On the floor, too. Won't be on the shot. Seaver and him battling for that post position. Seaver's second.
Jost wants those 2 freebies, though, and you can't blame him, you know. Got to give it a shot. This is for the lead here. It's 34-all. Central with the ball. Jost stacks outside the 3 line. Far corner to Fairman. Fairman searches, comes to the head of the circle. Right corner now, Wempy. There's a foul on Seaver. That's the killer. That is 3 on the bump.
And again, only reason why he's got that arm, his left arm, locked into the hip, into the backside, the lower back of Jost. And you can't arm bar the guys anymore. That's just how they're trying to clean the post play up, or so they call it.
Out of bounds for Central. We are still all tied at 34. 5:22 on the clock in the 4th. Fairman out deep. Nice catch by Jost in front of Seaver. Now he jacks it the other way. Finally Campworth. Back to Jost again, who's in the middle of the rings. Bounces, foul line extended to Fairman. Fairman against Boatwright. Right side below the hash. That's Thomas. Campworth has it now. Campy goes left wing. Wempy. Jost sizes up a long tray. Ball loose, and here comes Seaver. Seaver out of the gate, up ahead to Boatwright, back to Seaver, down low to Taylor, and he brings it back out. Jost was right there, though, wasn't he? He was closing in. Now Taylor strikes the tray ball. Well, that worked out nicely for Carlisle. They get the extra. They're up 37-34, 4:40 to go. 2 trays for Taylor. Jost, 17 away. Out front it goes. And we have a timeout called by Central. We'll return. This is high school basketball, Max 96.7.
Stuck in a state of falling behind? Struggling to keep up with your kids, your finances, your insurance, your life? Then let me, State Farm agent Steve Klosterman, help you simplify and get to a better state. Because with the Klosterman Agency handling your auto, home, and life insurance, you'll have more time to handle everything else. More money, too, because adding State Farm policies can earn you discounts and actually help you get ahead. Call or email me, State Farm agent Steve Klosterman, and get to a better state with State Farm.
It's Max 96.7.
It's also high school basketball at Max 96.7. We're in the Derek King broadcast booth on this Tuesday night. Rip Nutmeyer along with Greg Meyer. Carlisle with a slim advantage over Central, 37-34, with 4:31 on the clock in this game. And this has been I haven't had too many good games this year, but this has been good from start till at least up to this point.
Right. Both teams playing well, too, and it's been a well-executed game of basketball so far.
Camden Wimpy out front for Fairman. Left elbow, Campworth, Thomas, Wimpy again now. Thomas inside the three, gives it over to Fairman one more time. He's not superstitious with number 13. Wimpy near the hash. Campworth. Thomas on the left side in front of the Cougars bench. Fires it outside to Jost. At the right elbow, now Fairman gets it from Campworth. 4 even to go. 3-point lead for Carlisle in this Cahokia Conference matchup. Thomas jump stop, had to walk. And he does. So Carlisle with a big possession. Increase that lead to 5 or 6.
Got caught there in a bad position.
He had the right idea,
yes.
man.
Just got caught after the jump stop. He didn't have anywhere to go with it.
The defense. This isn't golf, is it?
No.
The defense has a say. Here's Becker, left wing for Carlisle. Campworth with him. Left corner for Taylor. Taylor uses a screen from Becker. Comes down the lane, tears down the lane, puts it up, misses. Rebound nicely, Thomas. Outlet over to Fairman. Streaks across into the front court, still with it. Little juke right side for Jost. Jost in the paint. All the way down, off the window. Good.
Must be nice to be 6'9", just dribble yourself open and put it up off the glass.
Not too shabby. He amazes me at times. Hills above the wing, right side for Carlisle. Their lead has dwindled to 1. Left wing for Becker. Sizes up Taylor in the corner against Thomas. Taylor, wing left side now. Top of the key. He stalls for Seaver. Seaver with 3 personals for Carlisle. Jost with him. Seaver still outside that arc. Foul line extended now. Pushes it just above the key to Becker. Becker tied up by Campworth. Leaves it for Seaver.
Got to run something. Get Seaver the ball in the low box. He's dominated the game with 17 points on the block. Get him the ball.
We're just shy of 2:35 in the game. Carlisle by 1. Ooh, a little touch out front on Campworth against Seaver.
His 4th.
Yep, big one there. Again, Seaver and Hills with 3 for Carlisle. Everybody else A-OK. Weems is in for Campworth. Weems has done a nice job. He's coming off the chairs over there.
I know I'm just a broadcaster, so my opinion might not mean nothing, but Seaver's
it means
dominated.
a lot.
Seaver needs to get the ball in the paint.
There's Becker in the paint. 7-footer, no with the left hand, but he's fouled. Down between the circles. Weems with it, number 33. Mason Weems, Fairman. Now Simon Thomas, he backs out. Uses that pick from Weems. Thomas pulls up the bounce. Low block to Weems. Backs in. Scoop shot for 2. Nice invention.
That's one of those, oh no, yes, as a coach.
It worked. And a little collision in the backcourt. Wimpy is whistled for his 3rd. So a couple of key players with a little dusting of foul trouble now. Team foul 6-4 Central against Carlisle. The Indians have the lead by 1. We'll take a break. This is high school basketball, Max 96.7.
Get unhungry for only $5 at your Breeze and Carlisle Hardee's. Dig into the $5 All-Star Meal with 4 different meals to choose from, like the Charbroiled Double Cheeseburger and Onion Rings with natural cut fries, a fresh baked chocolate chip cookie, and a 20-ounce drink. Pick a $5 All-Star Meal today from your Breeze and Carlisle Hardee's, plus the entire Red Burrito menu. Get unhungry at your Breeze and Carlisle Hardee's. Be ready for the big game with Antone's Concessions Catering and Bakery. Your Sunday will be filled with plenty of food when you order a party pickup from Antone's. For only $90, enjoy buffalo dip, 5 dozen toasted ravioli with sauce, 50 wings with sauce options like buffalo, honey barbecue, and garlic parmesan, 20 football-shaped brownies, a football-shaped cheese ball, and fried green beans. Place your orders by February 1st. Call 830-8698.
This is Max 96.7.
Here we go from the Dairy King broadcast booth. Rip Nutmeyer along with Greg Meyer. Carlisle is up 39-38, 154 on that clock. They have the basketball. Central has the possession arrow. The Indians trying to get out of that Cahokia Conference basement, Greg.
Yep. What a way to do it if they can hold on here with 154 to go in the fourth quarter. It's going to be about making free throws here and valuing
buildings in the safest, most efficient, and budget-conscious way has been Putker Construction's mission for over 36 years. Located in Breeze, they have been providing construction management, design, build, and general contracting services on projects throughout Southern Illinois and the Midwest. They are a second-generation, family-owned, and veteran-owned business with a goal to exceed their clients' expectations in every way. For more information, call 526-7213 or go to PutkerConstruction.com.
Garages are great, and then something eventually goes wrong with your garage door. Don't just call anyone when you have a garage door problem. Call Fairman Garage Doors, providing trusted quality service for over 20 years. Locally owned and operated, Fairman Garage Doors can handle residential and commercial, and no job is too big or too small. Call 526-8548 for Fairman Garage Doors, an authorized Clopay dealer.
You've got Max 96.7.
We've got a dandy from Harris Gymnasium in Carlisle. Rip along with Drake in the Dairy King broadcast booth. Carlisle is up a tick, 39-38 with 125 settling in on that game clock, and the Indians have the basketball just across from their bench. Nick Becker will send it in, or he wants to. He doesn't. He calls timeout. We'll take a quickie. Well, come on back. This is high school basketball, Max 96.7.
What is one of the first things people notice about you? You guessed it, it's your teeth. Let Dr. Trong, Dr. Erickson, or Dr. Hillsman at Breeze or Trenton Dental Group give you a smile you can be proud of. Since 1995, Breeze and Trenton Dental Group has served the community with a family-friendly setting. Breeze and Trenton Dental Group is also your Invisalign provider. They offer cosmetic treatments to improve your smile, as well as tooth implants. Schedule your appointment today in Breeze at 526-4233 or Trenton at 224-7129.
Max 96.7.
Again in the Dairy King broadcast booth. We're going to try this again. Carlisle will try and send it into the hardwood. Becker with the honors. The Indians up by one. Thought about tagging the cutter. Instead, he gets it to Taylor on the run. Shot missed. Rebound Thomas. And we got a tie up in the lane. Hills and Thomas. And it goes over to the Central Cougars. On the alternate.
It's a big rebound there for Thomas. Him and Hills getting tangled up in there.
Well, now that all-important possession arrow favors Carlisle here as we go to 1:15 to play. Central with the ball, trailing by one. Fairman, Thomas, looks inside, outside instead. Campworth on the catch, top of the key. Popping out is Jost at the right elbow. Spins around, leaves it all for Fairman. 60 seconds to go. Low post right side. Jostin wings it out. Now the dribble drive. Oh, shot blocked but a foul. Thomas went hard to the rim, and Taylor clipped him. So we'll see shots at the free throw line.
Got caught in the middle of a rotation. They doubled hard on Jost that time. They swung it all the way around the horn for Thomas, and Taylor just a tad late getting over on the help.
We're tied. 39 on. This next one from Simon Thomas will be for the lead. He has 5 markers.
First points of the second half for number 30, the team's second leading scorer behind Jost.
The 6'3 junior Lawson hits. He puts his Cougars up 40-39. 55 to count here in the fourth.
It's all about late game execution. Got to load Seaver on the low box. Let him go to work.
Becker gets it outside the 3-line. Jumps it for Seaver against 2 guys. Streaks in for 2, and he's fouled. You call it. Carlisle leads it by 1, and Seaver will go to the foul line. What a play.
They ran that UCLA they set a high ball screen for Seaver, and what happened was he's done it all night. He comes out to set the screen. He slips the screen and gets the easy layup out of it.
That was nicely done against a couple of guys. A lot of traffic down there. And again, he draws that foul, so Carlisle will try and extend their 1-point lead here. 41-40. This is one of the better games I've certainly seen all year.
Yeah, I mean, as I said, He comes out. They move it to the right wing. Comes out to set that ball screen. And he's done it a lot tonight where he just slips it because he feels Jost on his backside. He's going to come out and show on the screen. And he just slips right to the hole. And again, the rotational help not there at the box. It was late. He's going to have the opportunity to make a free throw here. Severs had a big night, 19 points. I got him for 7 rebounds as well. 1 for 2 at the line. All important free throw, though, coming up here to give the Indians a 2-point lead.
We have to figure out some kind of a way we can get you a radio telestrator.
Why you say that?
Well, you're doing a good job, but we can't act. I can see it.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Radio's fantastic, but we can't actually do that visual with the television. We need to work on something. A brighter mind than mine. Here comes Seaver. He looks for 20, and he'll try and up that lead to 2 for Carlyle. It's airborne. Got it. No pressure there. 42-40. 45 seconds left. Fairman over the center court emblem. The little tip to Thomas. Here's Wempe. Line drive 3. Wow. Huge shot. Central by 1. Carlyle wants a timeout. We'll keep it right here with 32 seconds to play. I mean, to tell you, that was a pretty casual 3 by Wempe.
They ran that action from the right side to the left on the dribble handoff. They set him up on a flare screen on the opposite side, and Thomas dumped it over to Wempe. By the way, Cougars were 0 for 11 from 3 until that knockdown.
I was looking. I didn't think they had one. Carlisle has maybe 3. I know Taylor has 2.
They have 2. That's the only 2 they got. Yep. Both teams not shooting it outside the perimeter at a high level, but both teams' late game execution right now has been big. And again, we'll see what happens here on this end of the floor. The Indians got to think again. Put Seaver pick and roll situation. If not, throw him down on the block and let him go to work, try to draw a foul. Indians, Cougars with 17 fouls. Indians only with 5 team fouls. So anything that happens on this end of the floor foul-wise would be resulting in free throws for Carlisle.
And that touchy little arrow favors the Indians too. So it's 43-42 Central. The Indians have a shot at it here with 32 plus seconds left. Just to the left of the bench is Luke Boatwright, the 5'11 junior. He'll whip it in for the Indians. What are they going to do, take it down to 15 or 20? They're not going to hold it for the last shot here, will they?
I don't know.
I wouldn't. Here's Becker. Spins, gives it off to Hills. 25 on the clock. Hills puts the ball on the hardwood to Becker. Above the arc right side. Seaver's in the low block. He gets it. Seaver turns, double team, kicks it out for Hills. Wants the tray. Good! Hills hits the 3 ball. Carlisle leads it 45-43 with 12 seconds left. We'll keep it here as we are set for possibly a crazier finish yet.
Yes. Again, they ran a play out of the timeout where they had Seaver lined up on the right block. Well, actually, they moved the ball to the right wing. They set a back screen for Seaver to the right block. Then they reset a down screen for Boatwright. And Boatwright wasn't open. Seaver became open late. They threw it to him on the right block, and then he skipped it opposite the Hills, and he confidently steps up to the plate, knocks down the 3 there from the left wing again. You got to enjoy the late game execution by both these teams when it comes down to the sets. I mean, they're running them good. They're getting what they want out of it.
I always usually like to take, and that's even better yet now for Carlisle since they hit a trifecta. Because, I mean, Central, yeah, they can hit that 3 too, but chances are they're going to go for the deuce, and at least you got overtime out of it. But we're going to see a defensive stand by Carlisle. That's their plan anyway. We'll see what Carlisle or Central does. You got to like Jost and his chances.
Yes, you got to like Jost. I think you're going to see a combination of Simon Thomas and him on a ball screen if possible.
Wempe might want it after that last one. He cops and fired.
Yes, Wempe was 0 for 3 until he made that first 3-pointer of the game for the Cougars, and it has been an exciting basketball game so far. And again, late game execution is going to bring it down to the wire here.
Here we go with the distance for Central. In the front court now, Fairman. Dar tried to follow. I'm not sure about that. Here's Thomas. Jump pass down low. Stolen away! Stolen away by Becker. Jost and Becker tangle a bit, and here come the Indians this way on the bonus.
It'll be free throws, yes.
That was a little strange.
Yep.
Dorr almost looked like he tried to foul, didn't he?
He tried to give that 16 foul up on the straight line drive.
They had one to give, yeah.
They had the one to give.
I forgot about the one to give, yeah.
Tried to give it up, didn't get the foul call. Then Thomas got caught off the ball screen high in the air, and he had nowhere to go. He was trying to hit Wimpy in the corner. He couldn't find him. Tried to hit Jost late on the block. Couldn't find him either, and just threw it straight to Nick Becker, who steals away. 3.8 left to go. Becker hits 2 free throws here.
They're in good shape then.
Ices the game, but it's 1-1. So 3.8 seconds to go. If he makes one out of two, if he makes one out of two, or doesn't make either, usually you have these super late situational portions of the game. You practice these in practice. They call your 911 or your emergency plays or whatnot, where you try to find the guy about half court. So it'll be kind of interesting to see what happens here with it all is going to depend on what Becker does at the foul line first.
And he is perfect tonight. 2 out of 2 on the year, just at 50%. So if you're Central, you don't mind him, if anybody at the line. He looks confident, though. He's beaming as he comes out of that huddle. 45-43 Carlisle, 3.8 seconds remaining in this basketball game. Becker will try to clinch things for Carlisle. We'll have to dose a couple of them here, though.
Last foul was on Tyler Joe, so he has 2.
And here we go for Nick Becker. The deep squat shot,
Big free throw by Becker.
This is for the victory. 46-43, 3.8. Misses it, back of the iron, rebound, score! And he is fouled by Jost. All he can do, of course. And Carlisle will try it again. It's still 1 in bonus time. We're not into that super yet.
2.2 seconds left on the big board. Again, a simple free throw block out.
Dar's a decent free throw shooter at 60. Deep breath, way off the mark. And, Becker crossed a little too soon.
It was actually, they called it on Dar, I believe.
Oh, did they roll the foul line?
Yes.
That's strange.
So now they'll have to put 2.2 back on the clock, so no time comes off. So they put 2.2. So now what Central's probably going to do, if I had to take a wild guess, they're going to put Jost in. I would think they're going to put him in the middle of the floor, make a catch, and try to turn and pivot and hit Wimpy going down the side here, and that's what they're going to draw up. They don't have any timeouts left.
Thomas is the trigger man here, and he has to go the full court. He'll go to the foul line. A foul line try for Jost. It's batted away. Fairman has it. 3! Oh, man! Oh, out! They almost tied this, baby. Fairman was almost the hero through regulation, but it's just off. Rims out, and Carlisle holds off for a big conference win at 46-40. I don't know how he got rid of it, man. Carlisle wins at 46-43. We'll return to the scene of the crime after this. This is high school basketball, Max 96.7.
The Spectrum Business postgame is coming up. This high school basketball broadcast on Max 96.7 was brought to you in part by Isaac Auto Body, Seaver Brothers Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, Clinton Manor Living Center, Putker Construction, The Breeze and Trenton Dental Group, Nordyke Funeral Home, Prairie Farms Dairy, Tunya's Service Company, Fairman Garage Doors, Jansen Farm Equipment, Home Fashions, The Emeen Insurance Agency, Print Crazy, Silver Spoon Catering, and by Becker Jewelers, with locations in Breeze and Highland, and always online, BeckerJewelers.com.
Plans for the 2017 growing season have begun, and in today's farm economy, production planning is an important step in managing financial risk. At Farm Credit Illinois, we know that risk management is more than understanding break-even production costs or yield and revenue expectations. It's providing the best risk management services to members through both prosperous and challenging times. I'm Kayla Knietman, Vice President of Risk Management at Farm Credit Illinois in Highland, serving Bond, Madison, Clinton, and Washington counties. As a member-driven financial cooperative, Farm Credit's staff has the expertise and industry knowledge farmers have come to rely on when choosing a crop insurance product. Our understanding of farming goes beyond products. It's forecasting and evaluating potential financial risk and recommending solutions to avoid or minimize negative effects on your farming business. Farm Credit Illinois is dedicated to helping farm families succeed today and tomorrow.
Prairie Farms Dairy helps build strong bodies and strong minds. Prairie Farms Dairy offers the finest dairy products like skim milk, slice and string cheese, sour cream, cottage cheese, flavored yogurts, light ice cream, and more. Take charge of your body and get your daily source of vitamins and minerals from the products you've come to love from Prairie Farms Dairy. You can always count on Prairie Farms Dairy, always fresh, always the best.
You love your home, but over time, you can get a little tired of it. It really doesn't take much, however, to freshen your home's look, especially when you get help from Home Fashions in Carlisle. Update floors with brand names like Shaw, Mohawk, Mannington, and Armstrong. Home Fashions also offers cabinets, countertops, Hunter Douglas window treatments, furniture, and more. Check out more at homefashions-inc.com, turning your space into elegance and grace. Home Fashions in Carlisle.
Start saving on your heating bills today with a 7 Series or 5 Series water furnace from Tunya Service Company. The 7 Series water furnace is the world's most efficient geothermal system. In addition to big savings on your heating costs, the 7 Series and the 5 Series water furnace carries a 10-year parts and labor warranty. For a free estimate and the world's most experienced geothermal team, call Tunya Service Company in Damiansville today, 248-5130.
This is Max 96.7.
Hello again, everybody, and welcome back to the Dairy King broadcast booth from tonight, Carlisle's Harris Gymnasium. It's time now for the Spectrum Business post-game show, and the Honest Water scoreboard will show that the Carlisle Indians edged Central 46-43 despite a last-tick three by, who do we have, Fairman on that?
Fairman.
So this is, whoever showed up tonight, it was a good crowd. They got their money's worth. Carlisle led it. They doubled Central up after one period, 16-8. Through half, they were up by 2, and the margin was 4 after 3. So Carlisle led it at every stop, and they win it 46-43. And they pick up their second conference win against 5 defeats. Central drops to 3-4. They're 10-11. Carlisle 11-15 overall. For some stats that matter, here's Greg Meyer.
Can we all just take a deep breath first after that exciting basketball game?
That's high school basketball. That was good.
That was a heck of a game by both teams, man, tonight. They both performed well. And one team just unfortunately had to lose tonight between the two. But we take a look at the final stats in this one. Central was 18 of 35 from two-point field goal range. Let's go for 51%, but only hit 1 of their 12 attempts from 3 for 8%. They total them down 19 of 47 overall from the field for 40%. 4 of 6 at the foul line for 67%. 18 rebounds, 10 turnovers for the Cougars. Indians on the other side, 15 of 31 from two-point field goal range. Is good for 48%. They were 3 of 9 from 3 for 33%. 18 of 40 overall from the field for 45% for the Carlisle Indians tonight. 7 of 13 at foul line for 54%. 20 rebounds, 12 turnovers for the Indians tonight. Jost led the Cougars in rebounding with 8. Seaver led the Indians in rebounding with 7. So the two guys you expect to lead the teams in rebounding did a tremendous job tonight. Both teams executed well down the stretch, and you got the box score breakdown.
Well, let's go back to Tyler Jost. He fronted the Cougars with 14 markers on the night after a slow start, 10 in that back half. Give 8 to Weems as he came off the bench for those 8. Wempy struck for 7. He had a nice tray ball in the fourth period. It's a half dozen for Simon Thomas and 4 aside for Fairman and also Campworth. For the Carlisle Indians, Tyler Seaver busted loose for a game-high 20 points. He was joined in twin figures by Chase Taylor. He had a couple of trifectas and ended up with 12 points. Hills dealt 7. Give 3 to Nick Becker, who had some valuable foul shots in the fourth, made 3 of 4. And 2 points for Luke Boatwright and also Caleb Darr. And all the points matter tonight. And Carlisle, they've won 5 out of their last 6 now as they bounce back from that loss at Nashville Saturday night. Central has their 2-game winning streak snapped.
Yeah, all in all, a great game tonight, man. I mean, it's only Tuesday. We got a couple of big ones coming up yet this weekend. I'll tell you what, it's going to square things off. Our next broadcast brought to you by the Union Banner. We got Altamont, Christ Our Rock girls on Thursday night. Then we're back to the county matchups Friday night. We got Carlisle Westland boys at Westland. Should be a game Indians looking for revenge in that one as well, much like they were tonight against the Cougars. And then it's all leads up Saturday, Battle of Breeze Central at Mater Dei. Should be a couple heck of a 3 basketball games we should have on the air this week. The last 2 should be very, very good contests and should be sellouts, I would think, Friday and Saturday.
Let's have sellouts
on Friday and Saturday night as well.
That closes the books for Carlisle and Central, right?
Yes,
Central
it
goes
does.
to 3A and Carlisle in 2A, so that's the way it's set up these days. So, hey, that's going to do it, man. Thanks to Chris Streetman back at the studio, and for Greg Meyer once again, Carlisle, Memphis Central, 46-43. Thanks for listening, everybody. This has been high school basketball, Max 96.7.
This broadcast of high school basketball on Max 96.7 and at WCXO967.com was a presentation of WCXO Sports. WCXO Sports was brought to you by the Benhoff Insurance Agency in Breeze and Trenton, Breeze Dental Care, K&J Chevrolet, Reverman Chiropractic and Spinal Rehabilitation and Breeze Motor Sales, Southern Bus and Mobility, Kaskaskia College, the First National Bank of Carlisle, Reekman Brothers John Deere, Southern OBGYN Associates, St. Joseph Hospital Breeze, Med Plus Physical Medicine and Brett's Wildlife Lodge, Legacy Place, State Farm Insurance Agent Steve Klosterman and Hardy's locations in Breeze and Carlisle, Breeze Family Vision, Tempo Bank, Country Financial representatives Keith Wilkin and Teresa Richards, and Area CC Food Marts. For Greg Meyer and the rest of our WCXO sports team, thanks for joining us for this broadcast of high school basketball on Max 96.7. Your sports teams, your community, your radio station. This broadcast was a presentation of WCXO Sports.